Listen, guys, it's a brand new start to a brand new week. I'm trying to get some stuff back together, yo. I've been missing in action for about a week and some change now, but I'm back. And yeah, we got to pay some bills. We got to do a couple of things. But yo, listen, this is Tuesday night. It is the Beeline Web Show, the very OG show of the Beeline Entertainment LLC, and we got a lot to talk about because there's a lot going on. So I'm here. I got a crew in the building with me. We're going to talk. Of course, you know them because they've been on the shows before, plenty of times. But yo, listen, let me go ahead and play these ads real quick and see if we can do this new style until I get everything back situated. We'll be back to regularly scheduled programming very soon. But yo, we looking for 5 subs on YouTube today. We only need 5. So definitely hit us up. We are streaming only on YouTube tonight, and we actually may be going exclusively just to YouTube as well as the website coming very soon. So we'll talk about it. We got a lot going on, but in the meantime, enjoy this ads and everything else is coming right here. Check it out. It's me, Brian B, here to introduce the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com. That's right, we got a whole supply of options for you if you're doing video editing, if you need logos for your business, you got that. If you want to watch the shows that we host here on the network, the Beeline Web Show, the Beeline Entertainment Show, and Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk with the STR Nation, we got that too. Join us, buy the merch, and check out the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com. Let's go! Make sure that you go ahead and check out the Beeline Entertainment Stuff and Things shop. We got all merchandise that you're looking for, everything to promote the show. That's right, from hats to glasses to cups to sweatshirts to t-shirts, you name it. Boys, girls, babies, whoever wants to show off that they love watching the Beeline Entertainment LLC. We can't wait to see you in your brand new gear. Come on and check it out today. Let's go! Check it out, guys. We back in the building, and it is your boy Brian B. Like I said before, this is the Beeline Web Show. If you haven't already, please head on over to YouTube and like and share and subscribe. Of course, subscribe. We're looking for those 5 subscribes for the night. Each show, we're looking to get at least 5 new subscriptions to YouTube, as well as, check out the merch that we got. Check out everything we got going on. But we got to pay some bills over here, y'all. Yo! Listen, I got some people in the building. This is going to be kind of a free talk night, but we're going to be talking about some specific topics. Nothing too crazy, but a lot of just what's going on. It's almost Halloween, y'all. It is weird. I haven't done a Halloween special this year, which is crazy, bro. I do a Halloween special every year so far for the most part, but not this year. But we are going to do something interesting for the entertainment show on Thursday. We're going to be back with all our shows. But yo, coming to the stage, we got, of course, he's been on these last couple shows with us on the web show these last couple Tuesdays, giving his insight to what's going on, to what we're talking about, but none other than DJ Harmonics. What up, DJ?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, Brian?
Chilling, man. Feeling good, bro. Just getting back. I feel refreshed. I got all rejuvenated, took a little vacation, and forgot to pay some of my bills, so shit. Shame me like a real bear over here.
Man, can't get too relaxed now.
Yeah, man. I messed up on some shit, but we'll be back soon. But yo, listen, we're not the only one in the room, because of course, this is my tag team partner, especially on the entertainment show. Me and Kyle, Eric, we hosting everything together. But from the A for Able podcast, baby, we got your man Kyle. Eric, what up, Kyle?
What's good? What's good, guys?
Yeah,
what's going on, man?
Can't complain, bro. Well, I could, but who's gonna care?
Listen, bro. Yeah. Listen, there's a lot to complain about, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, good to see you guys, man. I know, like I said, I've said it a couple times since we started today, but yeah, I took a little breather. I went out with the family, went and did a camping trip. We were celebrating my wife's family. They celebrate the biblical feast days. So we did the Sukkot, where out in the shelters and stuff like that. So we had tents and we cooked together, and we kind of read scriptures, and it was really nice, man. It was a nice, refreshing thing. I built me a bow and arrow, out of just branches and shit and fishing line.
So y'all really getting back to nature,
bro. We was fishing. I got new fishing poles and stuff. Man, you know what's crazy? I don't never do stuff like that, but as soon as I get into that environment, I'm fucking that creativity, bro. Kyle, that's what we're always talking about. That creativity, it don't turn off, yo.
Nope.
It doesn't turn off, man.
All you did was switch up the environment. That's
fast. That fast.
You know,
But
men
DJ
are natural
Harmonics.
hunters.
Say it again.
I said men are natural hunters. So, being back in the wild and nature, that's a relaxing place for men.
Well, some of us
are.
Some. I don't think. To be honest, I don't think I am. If you put me in, this is not a like that show Naked and Afraid. I can never be on that show.
Oh man, listen, bro. I'll never be on that junk. Naked and Afraid. Yeah, first of all, I ain't getting naked for nobody. Put my big ass on TV, ass naked, trying to catch caterpillars and squirrels or whatever they do over there. Nah, I'm good. But Harmonics, man, what's been going on, bro? Tell us about your week, man. Ain't new shit?
It's been pretty good. I've been I finally got my internet good enough to do all live now. So I'll be going on Thursday and Sunday nights, and I realized what my niche gonna be. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna be harping on nuclear family dynamics, and I want to invite single mothers and single fathers and marriage people on. Tell me about your past, and we're gonna have some tough conversations about the state of the Black community.
Oh, sure.
I want to get that better.
Oh,
it's gonna be spicy. I'll be on TikTok live. I was just on TikTok live for like 6 hours on somebody else's live, all the way up to a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
just talking about stuff in the Black community. It was a lot of things. We went all over. I think the prompt was what's the misconstrued about the Black community that people believe that you don't think is true. But it just kind of went all over the place, man. We just went talk about true crime, about The Perfect Neighbor that came out on Netflix, and we just talk about all kinds of stuff, man. It was cool. It was cool. I'm starting to connect with more content creators and stuff now.
That's good, man. That's definitely good, bro.
Oh yeah, my best friend got married. My best friend got married.
Oh, okay.
I DJ'd her wedding. Shout out to Tony. I did her now husband. I DJ'd their wedding on Sunday back in Augusta. So that was fun.
Man, that's cool.
What's up for real. Yeah, that's definitely what's up, man. Weddings are fun as hell, man. A lot of fun at my brother's wedding. I still got to do a little reception for me and my wife. Hopefully, we can get that done eventually when everything slows down. There's always something going on, man. But Kyle, man, what you got going on, bro? What you been doing this past week?
Oh, this past week. Well, speaking of weddings, me and Babe, we're going to a wedding this Friday.
I thought you were about to say something else right there.
Oh no! Oh no! I know. I heard it, but no. Trust me, I would if I could. Let's put it that way. But yeah. So I've been like I said last time, I've been taking meetings, right?
Yeah.
So a couple of my clients that I work with regularly, they're about to take what they're doing. One of them is about to start their podcasting and web content journey, and the other one wants to take it to another level.
Okay.
So I had like a 5 hour meeting on Saturday. What we're trying to do for one of my clients is take what he has, which is mostly on YouTube, and finally like put it all on on other podcast platforms.
Yeah,
right?
That shit is hard, bro.
As well as I've been doing it for a while, so it's like as well as catching up with what we already have going on. He's got people calling him because he does a basketball history podcast. So he's got people around like the state calling him to ask him for interviews. And right now he's just trying to put our city on. We live in Waterbury, Connecticut, and he's been focusing mostly on that. But he's trying to go in different places and talk to different people about different things in the state of basketball and everything else. So it's like, okay, let's do this. Yeah. And then my bilingual client, she's got like 3 episodes in the can right now. She's about to release her first few shows. So that's been my last few days.
That's what's up, man. Sound busy. Y'all both sound busy. Like work is coming. So that's really good, man. I mean, to start, kickstart off, like I said, I was definitely out and about, like on this vacation and everything like that or whatever. But I gotta be real, man. Is it just me that when I'm on vacation, I still get antsy, bro? Like I'm still like, damn, like I feel like I should be doing something. I should be more productive. Like it's hard for me to relax, man. Is that a man thing or is that like
sounds like that? It is kind of like I think. Oh no, you want to go first?
You go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I think what it is like a lot of us we're used to doing something. If you mostly spend most of your time like working or working on something, then all of a sudden it's like you got all this time. You don't know what to like you don't know what to
Trying to
do
tell
with.
you.
Like
Losing my damn brain for a minute, yo, because I really was getting stuck. Like even coming back today, like there was a lot of stuff I had to, get back together and everything like that. But I've refused to not do a show. I want to do all 3 of my shows this week and then get back into the regular routine.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been a lot more lately since I've been getting older, and I feel more pressed for time, yo. Like it's just like not enough time in the day. It's not
There's
enough
not enough
time in the
time in the
month
day.
and shit. It's like, constantly it's like I feel like I don't never have enough done. But is that like a shared experience? What do you guys feel that way towards? Let's start with Harmonics. What do you feel that way towards, where it's like, damn, can I have a couple more hours?
Oh yeah. Listen, you talking, it's kind of going what we were just talking about. It's not even just a man thing. I think it's a big man thing, but it's not only a man thing.
No.
You on your purpose now. And
Yeah.
when you on your purpose, man, it's hard to think about anything else, because I've been like that like the last 2-3 months now. Like I know exactly what I want. For the first time, I know exactly what I want to do long
Yeah.
term. Now I know I want to do this nonprofit. I want to be a content creator, bringing the Black community back together with nuclear family dynamic, and that's all I can think about. Like when you was talking about your job, about a month ago, Brian, I've been feeling the same way the last couple of weeks, and my performance at work has actually decreased a little bit because I'm sitting here missing stuff that I normally don't. I'm sitting here like, bro, I don't give a fuck about this job, bro. I'm even sitting here now. I was like, I'm thinking about like, yeah, I got some vacation time. This vacation time. I'm like, bro, I'm about to take off tomorrow and do TikTok live tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
I always feel like going to work.
It's not a good thing to tell people, of course. Like, you're not gonna don't quit your job, just because listen, right now I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling right now with it, but I also am happy that I still can do it. Like, one thing you have to understand is that you gotta accept the bad times and expect the bad times before they come when you make your decisions, right? Like, you can't just be one of these reckless motherfuckers that's running around like, all right, I'm gonna quit my job tomorrow, and then oh yeah, now I feel good because I quit my job, and then that 2-3 weeks go by and them checks don't start rolling in, and now you like, oh man, I didn't realize it was going, like, nigga, you don't got a job.
You gotta think about this stuff.
Yeah, it's easy to forget because a job is weird, man. And I mean, I guess this is kind of like a taking off point for one of the topics we're going to talk about tonight. A job is weird because it structures you in a way to, especially if it's good, it structures you in a way to be financially stable. Financial stability is incredibly important. It's a lot of relief of stress that you have if you're able to, pay your shit that you need to pay on time. But at the same time, you hate what you do. So to the time that you take and the time that you give it is extremely difficult. So now you're balancing one, evil for another. But you have to be able to, whether it be like your imagination or whatever, you have to be able to plan and understand what your decision is going to, be for you, the outcome of it when you do it. And I was prepared for this. That's the difference that, I think I'm trying to remember while I'm like going through it. Like, I was prepared for this. I knew that me leaving my job was going to open a door, which wasn't going to be a lot, because honestly, I don't know if I told anybody, but the job was only until November anyway. But
okay.
Like, yeah, I got new shit that I'm doing right now, and just a lot more positive energy going into the new stuff that I'm trying to do right now. So that's the main thing, bro. Don't just quit.
Right.
No,
job, man.
I got a
TikTok
goal
all
in my
day.
head. I got a goal in my head. I think by next summer, that's my goal. So it's like I got my video assistant. Yeah, I like, hey, I ain't playing no games. I got on her yesterday. Like, hey, what my video at today? Hey, I said 2 videos a day. 2. I said every day.
Right.
We ain't skipping a day. We ain't skipping a day.
That's
keeping this algorithm going. And I keep you in mind too, Brian. I will with you too, Kyle, because I look at y'all like brothers now. And I want to see my people win. So anytime if that algorithm hit and I see something working, I was like, okay, doing this works. We'll follow it. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, hey, Brian, Kyle, y'all need to do this. Get your algorithm right. I want to see y'all win too.
Appreciate it, because the algorithm is changing every day. The rules are changing every freaking day.
Listen, every
So
5 minutes, yo, it's hard to keep
so
up.
it's serious. No, it seriously is. This is why I don't like like when I had regular part time jobs like since I was 16, right?
Hmm.
And one day something happened where I had a choice, but it was either stick with these part-time jobs and not be able to get what you're trying to get done, or you had to quit. You know what I mean? And that was hard. Even though, and I actually had two jobs at the end of it that I actually liked, right?
Mm.
And I had to make a choice to quit the job, and it was weird. And then all of a sudden, like all of a sudden, my family's trying to convince me to do what I'm doing now. Like, okay, so like, yeah, do the editing, get some, try to get some, try to get some people. Da 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 da. It took me forever to even want to charge people until the pandemic hit, and then everything else
Shit.
started get till the
Yeah, you
pandemic
got.
hit, and then everything started going up, and then I was
Yeah,
like, oh, okay, so
yeah.
so
Make that
you're
money,
telling
man.
me I have to charge, and I'm not even charging a lot, but it's just, you know it's just I kind of had to do it to help me pay
Yeah,
for stuff, and it's like, you know what, now I I I think that was the right decision for me to make. Yes, it's still a
yeah.
struggle. It's still a struggle, but I love creating. I love helping people create whatever it is, and that is what I'm meant to do. You know.
I feel you, bro. But listen, guys, I feel like, we're talking about this topic, like, quitting jobs and, freely quitting jobs or whatever without, and understanding the consequences. Recently, since we've been back, it's been a lot going on. I don't even know how many days it is. I haven't checked, but we're going to talk about the government
I knew this
shutdown.
was. I
I,
knew
I
this
feel
was
like I,
coming.
I feel like I should have a fucking bell or something.
Ding
Ding,
ding ding
ding,
ding ding ding
ding.
ding 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 ding.
All right. So if you guys have been not paying attention these
Mm-hmm.
last couple weeks, I
Mm-hmm.
really don't even know how long it's been, but the government has been shut down, whatever the
Yep.
fuck that means, right? And I said this at the beginning, and I want to hear like y'all thoughts on it or what you've heard about it or whatever. But I've said this at the beginning. I said that when this government, as soon as I heard, oh, the government's gonna be shut down, because this happened multiple times already, like
Multiple times throughout our lifetime. Yeah.
been happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
But apparently this is like the second to longest one that it's ever been so
Yep.
far.
Yep.
I called this shit at the beginning. I knew that this was going to be long. I personally think this is going to be fucking some astronomical amount that this shit going to be shut down because
Mm-hmm.
of what they're trying to do, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Laying off all these people, devaluing
Mm-hmm.
the dollar. Like,
Yep.
there's a lot of backstage politics going on, and of course, everybody's blaming Trump. This is the whole fucking, this is
It's the
everybody right
whole
now.
spectrum. It ain't just
Yeah,
him. Although people would like to just blame him because it's happening while he's president.
well, he's
Nah,
the first. He's the front runner.
he's
That's
the front
and
runner.
you
Yeah,
always point your finger at the manager. Like, that's just how it is, bro. The manager don't really
he
run shit,
he is
but you point
definitely
your finger. Somebody to
involved
point your
in it,
finger to.
but it ain't just him.
Yeah,
So
it's the whole
No, it's
fucking
all
thing.
sides.
it's
It's
every.
Yeah,
Mm,
but
this
you
shutdown really exposes people, man. It exposes how it's like how little people know about politics and how it's like not so black and white. Because I've been attacked.
facts.
I made a TikTok video talking about the Stephen A. Smith stuff with Jasmine Crockett. Oh man, I got called so many names for even hinting that Stephen A. Smith might be right about what he said about her. And I got called a lot.
you said Stephen A. Smith, the ESPN guy?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, that guy.
No, these
Mm,
motherfuckers.
Yeah, man, they called me a coon, slave master.
ah,
You a Trump supporter? All kind of stuff. I was just laughing,
Yeah,
man. I was like,
yeah.
first of all, I voted for Kamala. I didn't think she was a great candidate, but I voted for her. I voted for her because I'd rather nothing be done in the next 4 years for my community versus the chaos that's going on right now. So that's why I voted for her. That's why
I don't vote for
everybody just
nobody. I don't
assumed.
fucking vote for none of these niggas, yo.
yeah.
I don't vote, period. And I hate when people come back to me, oh, it's your responsibility. It ain't my fucking responsibility. The voting shit don't even matter anyway. But no, I feel you, bro, because when you can't, especially with the black community, that's another conversation I need to have that
Mm,
I'm ready to debate and argue with. Because
mm,
I'm tired of niggas talking shit, bro. I don't care how pro fucking black you are at this point. I do not. I'm really starting not to care. Um, let me not dive too deep into this. This is a whole nother topic and shit. But
Man, I could
I'm
go
really
all
starting
night
not to
about
care,
that.
yo.
I could
Myron,
go
what's the
all
name?
night.
What's that? What's the fucking dude that be on TikTok? Pissing everybody off. Myron, whatever the
Myron
Indian dude.
Gaines, yeah, Myron Gaines.
He a fucking yo. He's an asshole. He's an asshole, and he's very insensitive with shit he says. But he does be having some pretty valid points sometimes. He does be making sense, and people be choosing to not pay attention to that part of somebody's conversation when it doesn't match up to their values or their fucking or what they their ideology. If you say something negative about black people, I'm not going to fucking instantly hate you. I don't know where this weird ass you know what the fuck is it called? Like this weird brotherhood came from, where all of a sudden, oh, if anybody outside of our race says anything negative about us, we have to automatically be up in arms. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
It ain't even
It's not
outside,
realistic,
man. It's inside.
It's
bro.
inside.
Like
That's it.
like
No,
when
that's
I
inside.
said what I said about Stephen, when Steve A said what he said about Jasmine Crockett, and I made a video. I'm like, yeah, he got some good points to it. Oh my god, they destroyed me. They just said like,
You
yeah,
can't
we
say
don't.
anything
It's
on
all
that
right.
shit.
You cool. You a slave. We don't claim you. I'm like, nigga, who are you? The black police? You gonna tell me whether I'm black or not? Tell
A lot of
me
these
whether I'm
motherfuckers
black.
be the black police, bro.
No,
But
yeah, it's the indoctrination and the mental slavery we in right now. Even when it comes to politics, I've been in politics a lot the last few months, and if you're a man, like I consider myself a moderate, so I have more conservative values than I do liberal, but I do understand certain liberal standings.
At least
But
you're willing to understand both sides instead of just
yeah, I understand.
that's how I feel.
I'm a just, man. But the majority of black people, bro. If you say one negative thing about the Democrat side, they assume that you just way on the right. You just way Republican. You with the white people. They just that's what the assumption they made about me. And I was like, I voted Kamala Harris.
I've always hated the fucking Democrat and Republican. I've
the
always said
red,
that
the red versus blue.
yeah,
It's not so
it's
black and white.
bullshit. Yo,
It's
bro,
not so black and white.
it is such a fucking scheme that's got everybody divided for no reason. Nobody even understands that all of them motherfuckers is all the same thing, bro. Like everybody acts like it's so much difference. Everything is agenda. How the fuck have I only been alive for 38 years and I can see this shit more than motherfucking old ass people who have been here for like 90? Everything is agenda. Everything is about what is done first for the business of the country, not for the people. Nothing is about the people. The people are manipulated by thinking that they have politics in general that has anything to do with us in any fucking factor. Everything is based off the business of the company, of the country, not the company, the country.
Oh
Which
no,
is the
no,
same shit.
you said it right. No, you said it right.
The whole shit, with the government shutdown, the whole shit that's getting experienced, getting exposed, them cutting funding to whether
Everything.
it be SNAP, whether it be fucking healthcare, whatever the fuck it is, they're cutting benefits in every single way. Why is this happening? Because they want to devalue the dollar. That's the whole point of all of this shit. They're trying to set up whatever future fucking arrangement they're gonna have with us, to where basically AI and fucking robotics and autonomy is going to be taking over in everything that's being done. And we're going to have some kind of universal income method or system that's going to be worked, and that's going to be involved with healthcare. It's going to be involved with how you get your food. It's going to be involved with how you travel. And that's how this shit is going. Whether it be carbon taxes, it's going to be, you have to fucking pay to breathe. You have to fucking have an application to get out of your house. If you want to go into some deep shit, I'll walk with y'all motherfuckers, because this is my field right here. That's why when I saw this government shutdown shit get like put out there with Trump in office, I knew that this was going to be the grand motherfucking finale, because everything can get blamed on Trump. He's the scapegoat, and he's easily the scapegoat because he don't give a fuck. It's a recipe for disaster, what we're looking at right now, bro. And that's what, like I'm saying, this whole ICE shit, like everything that's happening.
Everything that's happening is the sad part is all of this stuff that's happened has happened in some way, shape, or form before.
Oh yeah.
It's just now we're seeing
Media.
it more on a grand scale, and whether it be how we're consuming it through the media, or whether we're talking, or how we're talking about, about it like right now. I had an argument with a friend of mine who, is a Trump supporter, and all she could talk about was immigrants, and I'm like, you do realize that we're both broke, right? That's the and the only thing you want to talk about is the freaking immigrants. Hold on, you're broke. You got kids. You took me out for a friendship dinner, knowing I didn't have anything in my pocket, and yet you want to talk about they're taking away my rights, your rights, all of that, and you just want to talk about freaking immigrants. I'm just saying. Like,
it's an easy finger to point. Once again, bro, it's wherever an easy finger to point. You need somebody to take the focus off of the motherfuckers who are really doing what they're doing. And the easiest way to do that is cause division. Is even like you said, harmonics, like literally you're able to have us going up at each other. Call you an obvious black man. You can't say one fucking thing without people immediately discriminating on you because you don't share the values that people think you should share. Because there are people out there who completely disregard any kind of values that a black man has. So if you say anything that's even close to that needle where them motherfuckers are, your ass is dismissed. You're a part of that group now. That fast. You didn't even do anything but just have a thought outside of their fucking parameter, outside of their ideology. You thought something a little bit different, not agreeing with the negativity and the fucking disrespect and the chaos with the immigration and not agreeing with it, but having an understanding thought process that's even close to that shit. Now you're deemed the problem. Now you're deemed the demon and shit.
I'll tell you, I agree with what you said earlier too, man. It's like the older people. I wish the older people speak out more. I wasn't even alive back when this stuff happened, when the Democratic Party actually changed to what it is now. I was like, y'all was alive when Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Big American Act and said, man, I'm going to have these Negroes vote Democrat for the next 200 years. And it's been 65 years and he's been right so far. Y'all was alive when he said that. Y'all were alive when one of Malcolm X's last speeches before he got killed off, when he sat there and gave the whole speech about, like, man, the Democrats are using us. They are taking our vote to get into power, and then they say, screw y'all. They've been doing for the last 65 years. That's what they've been. But yeah, we'll still give them our vote. Yeah, that's what happened. The man, they don't do nothing for it because they know they have our vote anyway. And
it's also easy. Democrat. Yeah, it's also, not to cut you off, but it's also easy to, like we said before, it's also easy to really divide people, bro. Once you put it out there, Democrats are for the rich people and, blah, 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 for the poor people. They're for the white people. They're for the black people. They're for the red states. They're for the blue. It's constant division, bro. There's nothing different. But when you ask yourself, no matter what fucking party that we've had in the last, 10, 20 years, Obama, Clinton, all of them, what have they really fucking done? Honestly, think about anything that they've really done for the people, to involve inclusion, to involve community fucking gardens in everybody's neighborhoods, so everybody can think about what the fuck has really been done.
And that's why we need true black leaders. That I do not. I will shame them all day long. I would give a little bit of respect to Al Sharpton just for what he did years ago, but I don't care for him. I don't care for Ben Crump. I don't care for Dale Healy, Ricky Smiley, but Carly Sellers. All of them are false. That's who we follow in the black community, but they're all false. They only come out when it's something to make a profit off of. Whatever, George Floyd happened, stuff like that. They all coming out making books, making profit off of it. But then we start talking about black on black crime. And you start talking about how black men's reading levels are dropping in schools, and he's talking about how we got people starving. They don't come out.
The nation, period. The nation.
Well, it's a nation, but I'm talking about our community because that's what I care about mostly.
I feel
you talk about black hard, but I just like Kyle just said, I don't stick to it. I'm black. Anything shit you can do about it.
Nah, I'm black. I will put the fist up. I will put the fist up and tell you that yes, I am for issues within the community, but I also know that like everybody out here is everybody out here struggling. When you can't even, I'm gonna tell you this, since we're talking about the government shutdown. My grandmother, right? My grandmother called me a few days ago, and when they were talking about the food stamps and the notices started going out. Now Alaska apparently got their notices before we did over here in the mainland, right? So she called me in a panic, and she's like, "They're gonna so here's what we're gonna do," because I had already gone shopping, right? But because of I'm on food stamps and the whole thing going on in November, she was like, "Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the store and we're gonna buy cans and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do da. Basically." And then I go to Walmart today and I feel like I'm buying emergency rations for the freaking war, right?
Yo, you kind of are, man.
Because
how it is.
Because when they said that nothing was going to roll over into the next month, I was like, you know what? If we pretty much gotta use these and then just and then just hope for the best next month, then okay, fine. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. How much we got? Okay. Or do I have space for that? Oh, I do. Okay, cool. But my family knows what it's like, and I'm pretty sure we all know what it's like to struggle.
Hell yeah.
We did a whole thing on struggle and struggle meals. We did our top 5 struggle meals.
Top 5 struggle meals, yeah.
We did our top 5 struggle meals. We know exactly what it's like to basically have very little or to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So while that is scary, my whole thing was, but the government's even though the government shut down, the people that run the government are still getting paid.
Some of them. That's the thing that's fucked up, because like we're talking now and Harmon's, like you were saying before, like definitely pushing for black leaders. Like I'm all for that. But like Kyle's saying too, like I agree with, I'm looking for how the fuck can we as people and as in fucking total, we all need to be able to have enough understanding to where we can all work together. Yeah. To some fucking aspect, bro. Something has to be grown. Unless you're going to divide, and if you're going to just fucking do it already. If you're going to just say, all right, fuck it, man. We've tried for 100, 400, 500 years to divide black people, white people, whether white people bought slaves, whether black people fucking, cause crime or bullshit or whatever the fuck it is. No matter what, if we're going to divide, let's divide. Fuck it. Let's get their leadership where it's like, hey, listen, okay, we gonna give you motherfuckers this part. We can trade with each other, but we're gonna try to stay. If that's what it's gonna be, if it needs to be, let me ask y'all a question. What's the harm in that? What would be the loss that would be lost? We could be fucking cool as shit. What would be? I'm not saying I want it. I'm not saying I want it. I'm just saying if it did happen. If there's just finally an understanding of like motherfuckers just can't get along. They're killing each other. They got got redlining, got all this other fucking bullshit. Everybody's trying so hard to fucking keep this person down or keep that person down. Like, what the fuck? Why can't you just separate?
We should have listened to Malcolm X.
Well, here's one little issue with that. We've tried that already. Like there have been specific towns for black people to thrive. What have they what have they done? They everything from the Black Wall Street thing to those towns they keep finding underwater. Okay, Central Park. Central Park was a thriving black town. What did they do? Oh, let's beautify that area. Sundown towns still exist.
That's right.
Sundown towns. I only live minutes away from what is known as a sundown town, and I didn't even know how deep it was in Connecticut. And I had to put one of my homegirls on game because she used to live in that town. She had no idea, and she is very progressive. You know what I'm saying? She is very progressive, but she knows she came from a well-off family, not rich, but they had enough to pay bills and everything. She went to a specific school. she learned specific stuff that you wouldn't always learn in certain schools. That's another problem. Like, don't tell. Like, that's another problem is education and freaking funding. Do not.
They don't give a fuck about it. They don't care. Bro, they're not even giving us food anymore, motherfucker. They don't care if we're smart or not.
You want to shut down? You want to get rid of the freaking public school lunch programs, breakfast programs,
shit,
and you want to keep us in. You want to keep us in this crazy minute where this history is so distorted and everything. And the minute someone says, "Oh, I don't believe this actually happened," you're ready to fight. You're ready to fire them. You actually have to have teachers. There are teachers in, I forgot what states, but they are asked to sign a thing before they start teaching at that school. Are you willing to teach what we tell you to
curriculum?
Teach?
Yeah,
the curriculum.
You can't go outside the curriculum.
You can't go outside the curriculum. They are going so backwards in history that even if we were to separate, I guarantee you they go back to trying to burn us at the stake again. Every time we tried, and even. And this is why I got pissed off when those those white supremacists tried to do an all-white town, and people were like, "Oh, why don't black people do this? They've done. Why can't they? Why can't they do this? I bet they would thrive because we've tried already. We've done all of this already. I am done with going backwards in time. We're supposed to go in the future. How are we? How are we like some countries are like 20, 30, 40, 500 steps ahead, but yet we're still, and I'm talking technology wise, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Kyle, you want an easy answer to that question? You know how? Because they're way more fucking structured than we are. If you're talking about China, if you're talking about Korea, if you're talking about any of these fucking places, we have no matter how you look at it, people like to joke about, oh, no, we don't have freedom. Yes, we have the most fucking freedom, bro, of a lot of countries. We're able to say stuff, speak freely. We're able to do a lot of things that a lot of these other countries cannot do. I don't give a fuck what people bitch and moan about online. At the end of the day, that comes with a price, bro. When you're able to do what you want to do to a certain degree, your structure is lessened. You have less discipline. There's a lot of reasons why we're fat as hell, and it's a lot of shit that comes with it. So you're not really being molded and crafted in a way that you can build better, if that makes fucking sense. We might be more creative. We might be able to put awesome Godzilla movies out and shit like that or whatever. But at the end of the day, our motives are different. We don't want to work a job because we don't feel like we fucking have to. Listen to us just talking. Let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. The reason why you got food stamps and shit, Kyle, like you said, hey, listen, you're somebody who might not be able to do certain things, or maybe I can't go out and get the fucking kind of job.
Certain jobs I can't have.
Can't fucking do, right? So you're the perfect example for somebody who has food stamps, or a mom who the fucking husband died and they had 4 kids and now she can't afford to feed them. So now you have people who go on food stamps like, oh, food stamps, thank you so much for this opportunity. I can get food. But let's be also real. There's also the motherfucker who's just having 15 kids and get $7,000 worth of fucking food stamps. And never working.
It's very interesting, especially since they want to keep us having kids. So it's very and that's the crazy thing. I'm sorry. It's just like you have technology over here in Japan, Korea, China, whatever, but their populations are down, so they're trying to incentivize people to have more kids. Over here,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, so hold on. Can you afford to take care of can you afford to help take care of these kids? And people over here, same thing. They want to incentivize people to have more kids. That's why they keep harping about the abortion thing. That's why they keep harping about biblical stuff. It's all in the name of control. But they don't want to help take care of the kids. And some people, yes, they will abuse the system. They will keep having kids so they'll stay on the welfare. But they're cutting welfare programs, so it's like now you're screwed. You're screwed either way, and they don't want somebody like me who was born disabled to have kids in the first freaking place. They're putting autistic kids on registries in certain places now. So It's crazy. Oh, and by the way, did you hear about that Did you hear about that guy, that Surgeon General in Texas that's trying to sue Tylenol because of the autism controversy?
Hey, listen, I respect them. If you gonna come out and the president's gonna come out and say it, and then somebody smart enough to say, "Fuck it, this is a case. I got an autistic kid. My kid took Tylenol. Let's run it up," and he'll go in that bitch and win too. The fucking first argument, the lawyer guy. If I wish I was his lawyer. Did you hear the president and his party? Robert Kennedy said it. And listen, it's an argument. You have to go ahead and present the information. And if they have any kind of fucking information, Tylenol better be shaking in his boots. Because if they have any information that proves, if there's anything that is even slighted and causes defects in any type of way, yo, motherfucker's rich now. That's the country we live in. Anybody can have a come up with any bullshit that's put in front of us. And when there's so much bullshit now, if you know how to work, Charleston White, I feel like Charleston White right now. He'll tell you in a heartbeat. Go to a job and slip and fall. Go tell the motherfuckers, hey, listen, you start working for a week. Go to a job and slip and fall. Ain't shit they can tell you. Hey, I slipped and fell on your counters over here. They was uneven. Bam. You go fucking with a lawsuit, pay for a lawyer, to that motherfucker, 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to settle outside of court. If you got a decent enough situation,
if you got a decent enough lawyer, I still can't believe that we live in a place where somebody can freaking rob you and then get hurt and sue you.
Sue your ass out.
Like, oh yeah, that happened.
Explain that. Don't make it. It never made sense to me.
It happens.
But guys, listen, man. Like I said, like that's why the title of this episode was, what's going on, because all I've been doing, when I was out there, I was like, lay down. You go on your phone and see what the fuck's going on. This ICE shit, man. That's one thing I wanted to really talk about, because I mean, have y'all seen the videos, like these newer videos where the people are starting to fight back?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That shit makes you feel good, kind of, right?
It does, but all this show, it just makes me think of like those old videos from like the 1960s and 70s protests. It just makes me think of that. But people out here on a freaking power trip, man. They're out here on a power trip because look,
giant power trip.
And I'm seeing, and I'm sorry if I'm taking up anybody else's time, but
talk, yo. Listen, this is free talk night, yo. Let's go.
Go ahead, man.
But dude, yo, I've been getting ICE commercials in my feed, bro. Like they're like, oh, start with ICE and you get this much money starting pay.
Shit, I'm about to join. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'll be the most fucking nonchalant. Go, man. Hurry the fuck up.
People don't like to hear what I got to say about ICE and stuff going on.
Yo, let it rip. We talking about it.
Come on, man.
Hey, listen. I agree with Kyle to a certain extent because I don't like to harp on too much because I think there's bigger issues than immigration. Yeah. But it's actually one of the few things I actually agree with what Trump's doing. I don't agree with the method. I think causing chaos in the streets and stuff. I think that's what my homegirl said. It's a more ethical way to go about it, but I definitely think immigration was a problem. Biden was not doing his job with it, and we're seeing the results right now and why it's got to be corrected. And why I do not like open borders. Borders need to be closed. We need to be American citizens first.
I agree with that too. Too.
That's one of the things the Democrats do wrong. That's one of the reasons why the government shut down right now. That the media doesn't talk about. It's the Democrat side of that, and how they're trying to add subsidies to give more resource to illegal immigrants and LGBT and all this other shit instead of just regular American people. All this other and then the Republicans basically said, no, we ain't going for that. And I actually agree with that. You shouldn't go for that. You should.
Listen, I agree with that to an extent as well, bro. I think that right now, like you were just saying with the immigration, like I know I was tripping, and I told my wife too, and I'm sitting there looking. I don't know if y'all remember, last year or a couple years ago, wherever it was, when it was just like you just saw all those fucking drones of people who were just walking in, to the country or whatever. And it was just like, armies of fucking people. And then they were sleeping all in the fucking train stations and in the airports and all over the place. And y'all remember those videos? You see the fucking they were like interviewing them and shit. Like
I remember those videos.
I don't know what the fuck was going on. There's nothing that you can tell me in any conversation from anybody on the other side to be like, no, you have to understand, we're all immigrants and blah, blah, blah. What the fuck ever, yo. This don't make no damn sense. You just have hundreds of thousands of people just rolling in this motherfucker with nothing to say. Just come on in, guy. You don't think that that's going to cause an unbalance? And
Me and my
and
childhood friend, we had this discussion, man. We had a heated debate. He was hard on. He like, man, listen, I got immigrant friends, and they doing good things for the country. He should just focus on the criminal stuff. Like, no, if you came in illegally, you came in illegally. I don't care what the fuck you doing for the country. Get your ass
yeah,
back in line and come in the right way. Your ass back in.
yeah, come in the right
Like
way. It's the
that's
hardest.
just the end of the day. You devalue what it means to be a citizen. If you're talking about, yeah, you know what, we could let them stay because they're doing this and that good for the country. Fuck that. They came in illegally. Fuck. You just value what the fuck it means to be a citizen. We just gonna like, you come in, you come in, you come in.
Did not
And say,
yo? Didn't
fuck
I
the
just say that with
process.
too much freedom? Didn't I say that before with too much? When you can't just have chaos. You can't just have anarchy. Everybody can't just do whatever the fuck they want to do. Now, with that being said, also the way things are being done, yeah, it's bullshit. It's too much. Do I agree that something needs to be done? Do I know how to fix the problem? Fuck no. But at the same time, like seeing this chaos, like you said, Kyle, these people out here fucking straight power tripping. You know, literally, in my opinion, this shit goes even deeper because I feel like the ICE agents and everything like that is setting us up for martial law. I think this is all a practice to that because you see it. They're not even just going after fucking like people that they are
they're going after anybody that they
anybody,
deem if they look a
any
little
fucking
too
I
body.
agree
if they
with
look a
that.
little too foreign to you, they're gonna
Yep,
look even if they
they
are.
harassing the shit out of people.
Some people are like a lot of the cases actually the people are freaking legally born here,
Yeah.
but they look a little too Mexican, Guatemalan, da 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 da. My aunt, like my last name is Barboza, right? So my family they come from the Cape Verde Islands. We have like some of us look like this, some of us look like Brian, some of us look like you. Point is like they're like, oh wait, your last name might sound a little too foreign, but I look like
Mm.
this. So they so who knows who that might
Yeah,
confuse,
that's the one part I disagree. That's the one part I agree with you on that. I think that's my part that I have a problem with. What's going on is just like, I if you got probable cause, like really good probable cause, go after people. Now I'm all for it. Like for instance, perfect example, I did this on a show a couple weeks ago when they did Trump sent ICE in Chicago.
Mhm.
The news are painted like all the news show was people getting pulled out of the building in the middle of the night, kids getting handcuffed, stuff like that, detained and stuff like that. And everybody went straight off. People like D.L. Hughley and all these people came out like, look what they doing to the black people. But the news don't tell the details of why that ended up being that way in Chicago. Why they end up so Chicago is a hub city for immigrants. There's one of the like San Francisco, like other cities around the country, like Memphis, some of the hub cities for immigrants. And a year ago, the Chicago mayor passed a bill to allow immigrants to get resources, and he basically gave them resources and threw them in low income communities, which in Chicago a lot of black communities through them. And that's what the mayor of Chicago started a whole year or two ago.
I didn't know
Started, but the news don't talk about that part. And then people like, well, they had to go in there in the middle of the night, pull people out. Well, if you're ICE, you got to think from a law enforcement standpoint.
Strategic,
You only got one opportunity to catch them. One opportunity. You can't go at 1 o'clock in the afternoon with 2/3 of the people out working and out and about. You might say there's 500 people in that building that's illegal immigrants. And you go at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you might get 100, 150. Now the other 350 tipped off. Oh, ICE was in the building every day. They about to scatter. You got the best place time to go is the middle of the night when everybody's at home. Everyone's out. So
it's
it is
unfortunate,
also
man.
It's also just it has to be this rough because I don't like it, but I understand it. It has to be this rough because Biden
I
did
feel
such
that
a
way too.
bad part. He did such a bad job enforcing it when he was in office. So now this is what the result of it. Now they actually have to do their job now, which ICE had not been doing their job for decades now.
Listen, I do agree with that, man. I think my biggest thing when I see like absolute power is the corruption point of it, and it always goes further. Like anything starts off great, like and I'll just give an example. I'm not saying this is what's happening, but I'm just saying this is how easy it goes. oh, there's high crime, there's gangs. I'm fucking trying to let my kids, walk to school, and I'm nervous. All the people selling drugs in front of my kids' school. I'm not saying this is happening. I'm just saying this is example.
Yeah.
Oh, so what do? The president sees this, he hears about these problems, so he distributes a fucking team that goes and he cleans up the area. And at first, it's really good. But once the area is getting better and cleaned up, where do you think they're going to go? You think they're going to stop that funding? You think they're going to cut that? No, they're going to find something else to fuck with. And then that's where the corruption starts to happen. And it always fucking happens. And the thing I do agree with people is it does a lot of the times fall back to black people, minorities. That's just how it goes. Once the problem is deemed taken care of, whether it be immigration, whether it be whatever, it always does fucking, like you were saying, Kyle, they gonna start burning our shit now. Like, what the fuck do we do? We even do that. It just always happens that way. And that's why people are very vocal about it. And that's why, even like, Harmonious was saying earlier, people are, as soon as you say something against the black community, motherfuckers is ready to go to war with you, even if it's your own people, because they feel like, hey, listen, we're always getting fed the shit end of the stick in this country. And to a degree, they're right. But at the same time, you can't victim mentality yourself into every fucking argument, because just because it does happen, you still have to be way more fucking preactive than fucking proactive or whatever all the time. So I don't know, man. It's a lot of hard shit going on right now.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this shit is it's structured and it's dynamic, and I think a lot of this is meant for us to just become even more divided than we ever have been, so that they can open up the doors. And by they, I mean not just Trump. I'm talking about just the fucking the people in power,
just the
as a
people that
whole.
got in there in the first place. Like,
Yeah, I think
like the people that got in there in the first place. Sorry to cut you off, brother. Like, but
good.
like, yeah, no, but the people that got there in the first place, and especially the ones that have been there and refuse to leave, like, yo, like when you see
old motherfuckers,
when you see, and it's not funny, but people are literally they're either dying at they're dying on the job, or they're dying on the or they're glitching out on TV, or they're just like, and it's like, guys, like, I don't want to talk about you your age, because I was taught to respect my elders. You feel me?
Nah,
But,
I'll talk about your ass.
But
Try to see y'all old ass fucking
but
hearing aid, not able to fucking even know what's going on, but you're making calls on
laws,
the
you're making laws.
future. Like, you're not even fucking the future. You're past tense at this point. And that's one of the things that need to be worked on, God. No, you're absolutely right, because even the president, like, you forget about Trump. Trump is barely even fucking running shit, yo.
His
ass is like 90 years old.
He's I checked. Me and my girlfriend had this conversation just a couple nights ago. Matter of fact, okay, so the age, how jobs. This is the only job that I know of. President of the United States, not politician, but president of the United States has. I don't know if it has the highest age range that you have to be in order to get the job in the first place. You have to be 35, right? You got to be 35 or older to be president of the United States. Besides being born here, you have to be 35 years old. I always wondered, why 35? Like, why? Like, how did they determine that a 35-year-old, even though our brains are fully developed by that point, why at 35 would it be would it be president? But every other politician you could be is you all you gotta do, you can be in your 20s and be like a senator or something like that. And I'm like, okay, so why is that? And then I looked at the ages of just the past presidents as far as we've been alive. Clinton, Bush Jr., Obama, Trump. I've looked. When they became president, they were all in their 40s or like early 50s. And Trump is now, he's almost 80.
Yeah. Biden was like fucking 90 years old.
Biden was like 70 something. He was a career politician from the 70s and kept going, right? And I'm like, okay, perhaps, just perhaps, because you have to be that old in order to become president, 35. Maybe there should be a cutoff as to how old you can be while I'm just
I think it's
I'm just
showing.
saying.
It's showing for fact that the president really. It doesn't matter who the fucking president is. And when I say
No,
that
no, it
slanted,
does not.
but it's more like the reason why Trump works so well is because he's an influential figure. He's somebody that people can get behind. He draws a crowd. He draws and almost anybody will
Yeah,
because it's just the party that you're really going for.
he was
But
already a
people,
celebrity prior
yeah,
to, you know.
but people
They
like
are.
Trump because he was outspoken, bro. You know why motherfuckers like Trump? Because Trump is reckless and wild. I almost like the motherfucker, but not for what he's doing, but just because his actions, man. He
Because
don't
of
give
the
a
stuff that he would
fuck, bro.
just say, and now he's
Ooh, bro, you gonna
say,
get in trouble saying that, boy.
hey yo,
They already
yo,
they give you the
but
raccoon noises. They give you the coon noises. They give you the
Cool,
coon.
but
nigga.
but what I find hilarious about that, and you're 100% right about that, is he's just outspoken. He will say, like, early on, he will say whatever the heck is on his mind
He don't give
to
a fuck,
whomever.
yeah.
He doesn't, he does not care. But and that's why people literally rallied behind him. But
Mhm.
when he got at I remember when Biden, when Biden was in, people were calling him, like, they were calling him sleepy, they were calling him old, they were calling him all this stuff. And I'm like, but wait a minute, isn't Trump only like a few years, like,
He wasn't acting like that
he
though.
wasn't
He
he
wasn't
wasn't
acting. He
act
wasn't
he
falling
wasn't
asleep and
acting.
shit. He wasn't on the
And
old
now
man lean.
and now he is.
Yeah, now he
And
is. Now
now
Trump
he
is barely
is,
alive in that
and
motherfucker.
he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna run in 2028." What?
Please.
Oh, wait,
If you
hold
are a
it.
robot, maybe.
If you are freaking, don't, you know what? Don't put that
Listen, don't
out
put no
there.
ideas. That
Oh
motherfucker
God, don't
probably
put that
already a
out,
robot.
bro,
Yo, have y'all been noticing? Don't it look like when he be giving them speeches and shit? Don't it like that shit look like AI? Don't
It
it?
looked like AI.
No bullshit.
No,
That shit like AI,
it
yo.
looks like AI because
What if
AI
what
is.
if Trump is just all AI now? And we just getting fucking played.
But at the same time, didn't you call it? Didn't you call it? Just about everybody I know would have called it. Like, we're gonna be ruled by AI.
Oh shit, we probably already are, bro.
If we are, no, for
AI
real.
probably making up all this shit. Probably been making up all
Oh,
this shit for the last 20, 30 years.
now I'm pretty sure that I'm real. I'm pretty sure I'm real, right? I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Yep, I'm real.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, make
You
sure
know
now.
that, y'all. You see the movie Who Cloned Tyrone?
Yo,
How
that
you
was
know that?
Yo,
Who
How you
Cloned
know
Tyrone
that?
was a good ass movie,
yo, that
yo.
was a good movie. Oh,
Still
that was
don't know. I still don't know if he's real or not. I
oh, that
still
was a
don't
good
know.
movie.
That was a good ass
Oh,
movie,
it
man.
pointed out
That was a
so
good
much.
ass movie.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man. I mean, this honestly was all I really wanted to talk about today because, like I said, I've been out and about. I mean, good night, baby. Get some good sleep. Back to school tomorrow. My big old son. My son is giant, man. Come on, baby.
Aw.
My big old baby.
Aw.
Get some sleep, baby. Yeah, they all going back to school tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, like, since I've been out and
Yeah.
just like paying attention to some of this stuff, yo, it just gets hard to see, man. It really does. I'm trying to
Yeah.
do more paying attention,
Yeah.
not to be stressed out,
Yeah.
but just when you start seeing people like, getting, tackled in the streets and you got these
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers. I saw this one guy, he was like from New York and he was talking to them and he was telling them the guys were just harassing him, bro. And he wasn't even like an immigrant. He was fucking New York dude.
Yep.
And he was just saying, like, yo, you fuck with me. He was going off on him. He ain't cared, not intimidated at all.
Yep.
But you just saw them standing there and they're standing there. You already got proved that they're not it, but you're just standing there still trying to be intimidating. Like, you're not a person who is just, equal at this point. You're a member of, the government or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You uphold your job to the American people or the citizens, and you're actively, taking people's rights and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's getting pressed. Nobody's getting penalties or consequences. You don't see none of that shit, man.
Nope.
But you don't really know what to do about it anymore, bro. It's just like, this is how it's going to be. And this is the test run for when they really decide to say, hey, listen, we don't want nobody ass outside past 9:00. If we catch you, we going to put you in a fucking hole somewhere. And we ain't even got to tell you where. And that's what I think is really, like you said, with the whole shit with COVID, with everything is starting to match up. These 10 years, these last 10 years, we're in 2025 going into 2026. This last 5 years, it all seems like it's been practice, bro. Everything from the kids learning from home to the lockdowns to the working from home to everything has been practice, bro. This shit has all been practice. And I personally think that 2030 is going to really introduce. That's why they're talking about that fucking alien spaceship and shit. They're going to introduce whatever they're trying to implement that we're doing this 10 years right here. I feel like 2030 is going to start. It's going to be the kickoff point for what's really going to be how this country is going to be read, the new ways and shit. So I think all of our racism and shit, I think this is all a waste of fucking time, yo. It's some regurgitated bullshit that's making us think about it again. But at the end of the day, it means absolutely fucking nothing. This shit is all going to go away in like the next 4 years, yo. I'm telling y'all right now, yo. You know, look back in this episode.
Yeah, way bigger issues.
We got way bigger issues, and they're just getting bigger.
Yeah,
they're just getting bigger. Like, I do hear good news here and there, and you know me, I'm the type of person that will try to hold on to any kind of positive energy anywhere I can get it, because I am not like, I don't have my head in the sand. I'm talking to people. I'm reading. I'm looking outside. That's part of the reason why I don't really go outside that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know I have to, because human beings, we can't just stay indoors. It's not good for us. But honestly, man, like, it's scary. It also makes me very curious as to how we're going to dig ourselves out of this hole that, it just seems to be getting deeper and deeper.
Shut the power off. Shut the power off and watch how fast we get out that fucking hole.
Oh, you wanna go?
You want to see how fast it is? Let me show you how fast it is, Kyle. You know how fast it is? You know how fast it is for motherfucker to come together? Let one alien step out of spaceship and shoot a rocket in this motherfucker and watch how fast people come together. That's what's so crazy. The only reason we think it's as big as a problem as it is because it's the only problem. It's the only problem that we can easily fucking pinpoint. Yeah, eating, of course, all of this shit, all this regular shit, trying to find a job.
Healthcare.
We don't got to really come together for that. We could. It would be a smart ass thing if communities came together. And you see it every now and then where they have them little pantries outside the subdivisions, and they got the little free food or free books or free music or whatever the fuck they put in there. And they pack them pantries up. You got food banks. You got a whole bunch of shit that people just come together and actually just do. And it's successful.
Yep.
But the only reason motherfuckers pay attention to the indifferences or the differences that we all have when it comes to color and race and culture and language, and the only reason that shit's paid attention to is because it can be. But 9/11 should have showed everybody that shit in this country. I mean, in the most recent kind of example of what I'm saying.
Yep.
9/11, you had somebody else to point the finger. They wasn't talking about black and white at that point, bro. Motherfuckers talking about where them Taliban dudes at?
Yeah, anybody that looked like they were from that culture or anything,
Be honest, man.
They were on the chopping block.
This shit is around because it can be, because it's an easy different to fucking pinpoint.
Yep.
It's one of the oldest ones that we got in this country, especially. The racism is everywhere, but
it's profitable and then it's a distraction. If you look at history, man, there's one thing I will take off of black people for. In general, it's like, bro, they know the threat of black people if we actually unite.
For real.
So they send out bullshit like this to keep us distracted because they don't want us to unite. They don't. Every time in history, every time black people try to unite, there's always some bullshit that happens that stops it. Or they allow a movement to happen to make it look like, okay, we're going to give black people this, but really is they just trying to put control. Hence the civil rights movement.
Yep, civil rights.
They allowed that shit to happen. Like, you know what? We'd rather give these niggas some rights give these niggas some rights, give them a look, give them a little rights, let them vote and stuff like that. But it underline this our way to keep them under control. Because the opposite side, if you let them do what Malcolm X wanted and separate and let them have their own shit, then that's when they'll be a real threat.
That's right. Because if we are better, or we do profit more, or we do grow better, then you know what's crazy? A lot of that shit probably, and I'm just guessing on this, is more like just ego driven. Because they can do it better than us. We have to stop that.
It's fear.
Yeah, it's fear,
it is
bro.
Fear.
It's fucking crazy.
It's ignorance. It's all that. Okay, like I got two examples. Matter of fact. Okay, so the watermelon stereotype, right? Watermelon stereotype. You know where that originated from?
Niggas eating watermelon.
we were growing watermelon. We were growing watermelon. We were selling watermelon. We were selling it to the point where we were making major profits off of watermelon. And other people didn't like that. So they made the stereotype up. They made the cards up, that Sambo character in the cards and everything, that whole watermelon stereotype. It came from fear. And unfortunately, it lasted for a long time. Even one of the ice cream truck song, right? Dun, 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 dun. That song originated from a song that was on the Billboard charts at the time, called N-Word Want a Watermelon. Look that up. It is a real song. It starts out, I don't know what the artist's name was, but it starts out with a guy who's like, "Hey, Negroes, come get your watermelon. Like Negroes ice cream." I'm like, oh my god, because I sat there and listened to the whole thing. Somebody made a video of it on YouTube using Bugs Bunny clips, right? Shit. Because there's old Warner Brothers cartoons where Bugs Bunny dresses up like a black slave. There's
I saw that before.
Please don't help me, Madison. Please don't. I'm like, oh, Mel Blanc, what you doing, man?
Yeah, Yo, the back of the day cartoons is crazy.
Wildin'. They did that to.
That's crazy, Kyle. I didn't know that.
It's crazy, but the truth. I always say this to people now, especially now that I've gotten older. The truth is stranger than fiction.
No, for real. That's where a lot of it comes from. It's a lot of shit is just rehashed and just kind of told, maybe lighter or maybe embellished. Yeah, a lot of shit is just basically just
taken away,
Yeah, real shit just remade.
Yeah, just retold in a visual way because social media allows you to show in a visual way now.
Not even just social media. You're right about the social media, but they've been doing this to us for decades.
Yeah.
Well, I would just say it's a little different now because before it's the word of mouth and you'll see certain things, but now TikTok and all this other stuff, it's like way more visual now.
And AI.
Yeah, man, we got a lot. But guys, listen, man. This has been a good episode, man. We talked a lot of good shit. I think we talked a lot of really interesting topics on this episode too. And that's kind of like what I wanted to hear. So I'm glad you guys came on tonight. It was really good conversation. But Beeline, listen, guys, I'm sorry I'm only on YouTube. It may be like this for a little while because I gotta get some stuff situated. Just came back from my little vacation, so broke is a joke. But we gonna get everything back situated. But we will be here no matter what, whether we're just on YouTube, whatever. I'll just have to make clips and spread it around. But Beeline Entertainment LLC, we are back. Hey, Waterloo, I'm still looking out for you, man. I've been drinking these things like crazy. They have 0 calories. I mean, the flavors are really good. If you are a seltzer water drinker, and you must be a seltzer water drinker, because apparently that's a very acquired taste. What I'm finding out, because every time I let somebody try something, they're like, "Oh, I don't know, this needs sugar." I'm like, "No, it doesn't." It's the fucking opposite of why I'm drinking it. But Waterloo, I really appreciate it. I would love to see some kind of partnership. I'm gonna actually reach out to them this week and see what we can do with the network. But Harmonics, man, what you got going on this week, bro? Anything new?
Not too much. I'm probably gonna do my first YouTube and it show Sunday. I'll probably jump on TikTok live a couple nights this week, just talk different topics. Yeah, I think my topic gonna be how baby mama, baby daddy era has destroyed the black community.
Okay.
Destroyed. So I'm gonna come on there and get people hop on, debate me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love those TikTok live chats. I go in there and wrestling a lot and talking wrestling and stuff like that.
Nice.
But yeah, it's nice forum to debate a little bit. Kyle, what you got going on, Kyle? Besides Thursday, me and Kyle gonna be back this Thursday, yo. It's Halloween
the entertainment
too,
show, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a fun entertainment show this week. It's definitely gonna be Halloween driven. I know we'll be talking about Halloween specials. We're talking about Halloween costumes. We're gonna be talking about the differences that's with now Halloween and other. And I got a watch list for you guys because I've been watching some movies. What you got going on, bro?
Yeah, we got so new episodes of A for Able dropping soon. One dropping this week. Before Halloween, I've been busy, so I kind of forgot about it. But it is going to be dropping before Halloween. I promise. It's a great conversation. And me and Brian B here, he was a guest in my domain on A for Able. We talked about what it's like being a father in this day and age, and the mental health struggles that come along with that. That will be dropping in November. So there's going to be some great conversations happening, and I'm definitely going to be helping other podcasters, new and old and everything else, and just creating. That's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm just going to keep creating because this is what I'm meant to do, and I can't live without it. Literally.
That's what's up, man.
That's
what's up. Really glad to hear you guys doing good things, big things. Keep thriving and driving, bro, because it's going to make a difference in your futures, yo. Beeline, listen, we back at it. Tuesday night is in the books. So this week, tomorrow night, we will be back with Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. Woo! I feel good coming back to wrestling, yo. There's a lot that's been happening in wrestling. Hopefully, we'll see the crew in the building. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of ground to cover. And, of course, like we said, Thursday night, we will be back with the entertainment show as well.
Yep.
And then, we're off to the races, man. We're going to pretty much go straight for the all the way through the end of the year. I might do something where I post my Halloween specials that I have made in the past. I might even have like a live session and play them. I was actually thinking on Halloween, I might play 1 through 4 and just play all the Halloween specials on a live. So just play it on my channel all day. So
go ahead.
Got a lot of stuff going, man. Yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait to talk to you guys about future episodes and everything else going on. But until then, we're going to tell you, stay true, stay positive, pay attention. I don't got my outro, so I'm going to play this one more time. This is the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com, baby, where you can hit us up if you need any kind of video editing done or if you need any work done, any advertising, any logos, as well as branding, as well as if you got sponsorship or any partnership opportunities you would like to talk to Brian B about, because we're looking for them, because we got to get these bills paid. And I appreciate you guys, though. But guys, have a great night, and we out of here. Peace.
Check it out. It's me, Brian B, here to introduce the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com. That's right, we got a whole supply of options for you if you're doing video editing, if you need logos for your business, you got that. If you want to watch the shows that we host here on the network, the Beeline Web Show, the Beeline Entertainment Show, and Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk with the STR Nation, we got that too. Join us, buy the merch, and check out the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com. Let's go!